Hey, what's up, guys? Here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we got is hot. I'm your host, Zach Jackson. Let's get right to the show I have for you guys today. We are back at it. Like I said, we were going to be. Today is season 5, episode number 16 here on the Fire Sports Pod. Again, I'm your host, Zach Jackson. We are powered by StreamYard, where StreamYard makes the dream yard go. Let's get right into the show, guys. So, first up, we're going to be going over some big news that we happened yesterday. The two biggest trades probably of the whole season was how we have Devontae Adams requested about a trade from Las Vegas about a month ago. He is now with his new team and his old teammate, Aaron Rodgers. He has been traded via yesterday to the New York Jets for some picks. It wasn't really that big of a deal. But the Jets, man, they now have no excuse, none whatsoever, for not to be consistently winning games now. They have his number one guy, Devontae Adams. They have Garrett Wilson. So you're going to have Devontae, you're going to have Garrett Wilson on the same team. You're going to have Breece Hall and then Aaron Rodgers. That's ridiculous. It's one hell of a squad right there. There's a real big opportunity for everybody to be on the money there. So I think Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Devontae Adams, and Garrett Wilson will be a monster momentum booster for just, in general, the AFC. I think the AFC definitely, the Jets definitely needed this going to the AFC. This was a big time trade that they definitely needed, because without Devontae, I really don't see the Jets doing much. I think this was a monster trade that they desperately needed for them to really now kick it up a notch and really keep on striving to go and to move forward. So I definitely think the Devontae Adams trade was huge. He's going to help out that offense big time. Now, their defense is another thing. Their defense, they just got to play better. They've been playing better as late. Their offense has just been atrocious. They can't really move the ball, or they move the ball. They against Bills. They were 1-4 in the red zone. Cannot happen again. So Devontae was a big one. And then we had news later where Amari Cooper is now in Buffalo. So Cleveland now says, all right, we got one of the worst records. We got one of the worst teams. Let's move our best wide receiver somewhere that he wants to go, that he can really compete. So where he can really compete is with the Bills. I mean, the Bills are looking for a number one wide receiver, and they got one. So now the Bills are paired Josh Allen with Amari Cooper. And now you have a really legitimate, with Kincaid, you have a really legitimate offense. James Cook as the running back, Amari Cooper. Then you have Shakur. You have a lot of guys. There's a real big chance for the Bills to really go far and really hit it off pretty well in the AFC. So definitely would say that this squad is really good enough to win some games. The Bills already have a good enough record. I think once they get everything going, everything situated with Amari Cooper, I think everything else will be much better. They just gotta stay true to themselves. As long as they stay true to themselves, they'll be fine. So that's really our two big segments into one for NFL news when it comes to wide receivers. I think that was the biggest news we had to talk about. I'm going to go into more depth in just a second. We're going to take a quick break. I'll get back to that in just a second, guys. All right, guys, we are back on the podcast. We're going to be going more in depth into the trades and really what went about and how did this become. We're going to start with the Jets. As we all know, they're determined to save their season from ruin and preserve their hopes of ending a half-century Super Bowl drought. The New York Jets finalized a blockbuster trade for star wide receiver Devontae Adams on Tuesday. Las Vegas received a 2025 conditional third-round draft pick in the trade. That pick could improve to a second-round selection, sources told ESPN's Adam Schefter, if Adams is a first- or second-team All-Pro this season, or if the Jets' active roster for the AFC Championship games / Super Bowl, then that will change to a second-round selection. The trade reunites Adams and quarterback Aaron Rodgers to recreate one of the most dangerous duels in recent NFL history. As Aaron Rodgers said, we're back, man. As Adam said, I should say, we're back, man. While briefly joining Rodgers on the Jets facility in Forum Park, New Jersey, for the quarterback's weekly appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, we're back. Obviously, I'm really excited, Rodgers said, adding, it's on us now. We're going all in. Well, it should have been all in from the beginning. I really wish Robert Saleh would have stayed, and they would have been having this duo with him. But it is what it is. Now, for the money situation, Adams has restructured his contract to lower his salary cap number this season to $3.21 million. Sources told Schefter 2 viable years were added to the deal, and the two sides now will discuss his future in New York after the season. So, Jets interim head coach Jeff Ulbrich was non-committable on whether Adams will make his Jets debut on Sunday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Adams sounded optimistic about his chances, saying his injured hamstring is feeling great. He missed the past 3 games. I hope so, but it's too early to assess right now, Ulbrich said, of Adams' chances to playing in Pittsburgh. Now, Aaron Rodgers passing to Davante Adams has been the most productive target for Aaron Rodgers in their time together. Rodgers has thrown over 200 more passes to Adams than any other target in his career. Targets, 607, second most 689. Receptions, 615, second most 487. Receiving yards, 1,517. Second most, 6,916. Receiving touchdowns, 68 to 65. That's pretty absurd that he goes to Davante basically over really everybody because he's always open. He's one of the best route runners the NFL has ever seen. He's a great route runner. He's a great ball catcher. It's ridiculous. So that's the Jets side of things. Now we're gonna leave that at such. We're gonna move to the Bills, and the Bills are a big time thing. Because the Bills, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, the fluke. They're not as good. They're 4-2 right now. They're top of their AFC conference." Now, the Buffalo Bills have acquired Amari Cooper in a trade Tuesday with the Cleveland Browns, adding the true number 1 wide receiver for star quarterback Josh Allen. Now, the Bills received Cooper and a 2025 6th-round draft pick for a 2025 3rd-round pick and a 7th-round selection in 2026. Cooper, who is 30, fills the number 1 receiver void for the Bills that was open when Buffalo traded Stephon Diggs to the Houston Texans before the season started. Now, again, the Bills, unlike the Jets, are 4-2, completed a deal hours after the AFC East rivals, the New York Jets, made their own blockbuster trade for the wide receiver when they acquired Davante from Las Vegas. In recent weeks, the Browns had fielded multiple offers on Cooper, who is in the final season of a 5-year deal, originally signed as a member of the Dallas Cowboys. The fact that Cleveland converted the majority of Cooper's $20 million base salary into a signing bonus made him more attractive as a trade candidate. Fewest completions per game targeting wide receivers, Josh Allen. Only 3 qualifying quarterbacks are averaging fewer completions per game when targeting wide receivers than Josh Allen this season. It's also the lowest mark for Allen through 6 games of a season since 2018, which was his rookie year. Now, Jacoby Brissett, 7.2, Will Levis, 7.4, Justin Fields, 7.8, and Josh Allen, 8.5. That's not a good category to be in. Jacoby Brissett just got replaced by Drake May for the starting job in New England. Will Levis sucks in Tennessee because his team sucks. Justin Fields is going to be replaced this weekend by Russell Wilson in Pittsburgh. So both 2 out of the 3 that we named before Josh Allen are getting replaced by another quarterback. One just has a shitty team and makes shitty decisions. Josh Allen is an MVP candidate and has a winning record, and some would say one of the best teams in the AFC, according to their record, which is not wrong, which is not far of a stretch. I think he's a great player. I think now we could compare them as one of the top teams in the NFL because of this move to bring in Amari Cooper, which is a top number 1 wide receiver for a team. And I have him in fantasy, so I cannot wait for them to get like this together because, my God, when they mesh, holy crap, Amari's going to be dropping 25 fantasy points per game at least. Josh Allen is going to be throwing him dots. His route running is amazing. Amari's is ridiculous. And he's going to Buffalo. He's not accustomed to no cold. He's been in Cleveland for a bit. So it's not like he's got to get used to the cold. I mean, Buffalo's a little colder, I would say, than Cleveland a little bit. Around there. They get so much snow and whatever. But it's still there. It's not that big of an adjustment. They're older veterans, both Davante and Amari. So I don't think it's going to take them long to adjust to the playbook and understand their quarterbacks, especially Davante. He can go out there on Sunday and just run around, and Aaron Rodgers will be able to throw it to him. Amari's going to be a little different quarterback. Definitely gotta know what's happening there. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much that for our first segment on today's show. So Bills get Amari Cooper yesterday. Jets get Devontae Adams. I think I give both teams an A+ for their grade for getting that. Which team do I think is going to do better with their added guy? I'm going to say New York. I don't even care about the record. It's because there's a lot of other question marks that the Bills have defensively, and on top of that, offensively, with the running game is not as good, other wide receivers. So we'll see. But I think the Jets now have their guy with Aaron Rodgers. I think is going to do wonders for their team. So I'm going to take the Jets doing better with their trade than the Bills would do. But I think both trades are great. I just think it fits a little bit better with the Jets because obviously Aaron Rodgers, Devontae, very close and great teammates and great friends. So that's where I would go with this. Let me know, guys, in the comment section what you guys think of these two trades and who won which trade, or who, like, based off, did the Jets get a better one, or did the Bills get a better one? Who won that? Other than that, guys, let's move to our next final segment. Hey guys, we're gonna go into some thoughts on the Lakers. We're gonna do something different. Before we start, I'm gonna just go into synopsis. Mets Dodgers series for the MLB playoffs. Everything I'm gonna just tell you right now. Mets and Dodgers tied up 1 game apiece. Going back to New York today at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time, the Mets take on the Dodgers in Game 3. I'm taking the Mets with the win. Then we have the Yankees last night taking down the Guardians 6-3 to improve the 2-0 in this best of 7 series, where they will be moving on to play the Guardians in Cleveland. So the both series are moving. Tomorrow, the Yankees will play Game 3 against the Guardians in Cleveland. I'm taking the Yankees, of course. I think the Yankees sweep. I think the Mets win in 6. So I think the Yankees sweep 4 straight. They go put their ticket into the World Series to face the Mets, who will win in 6 games against the Dodgers. That's ultimately what I'm going with. Let me know what you guys think. Now, that was a little synopsis. I would call that our second segment, but really our second, like, half segment. Also, Aaron Judge got his first home run last night, 2-run shot to put us up 6-2, which was big. Finally gets into the cheap sheets. Thank Lord. Judge is finally back. Let's hope he keeps on continuing that run because we're going to need him down the stretch. Now, our third and final segment. Guys, we got to talk about Bronny. Bronny and the Lakers. Bronny, Lakers, and in general. We're going to go first. Bronny's preseason stats. Not looking too hot. Not looking too hot. I'm not going off of what I said. Like I said, I think he's going to be fine. But it's not looking good. 6 years after LeBron James debuted as a Los Angeles Laker, rookie Bronny James is set to begin his NBA career in the purple and gold. Bronny was a 55th overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft, and son of Lakers forward LeBron James will inch closer to his first taste of the real NBA action as the Los Angeles Lakers embark upon a 6-game preseason schedule. His next step is the process for the rookie, who showed some flashes and despite plenty of ups and downs during the Summer League action in California and Las Vegas. So that's that. While the preseason is a major opportunity for head coach J.J. Redick to implement his new system, among LA's rotational veterans, it's also an opportunity for rookies like James to see extended playing time while battling for a place in the rotation for the upcoming season. As Bronny James takes the floor for the first preseason as an NBA player, the Sporting News will keep you up to date with the performance in each game. So, Bronny's preseason stats so far. 4 games, 11 minutes per game. He's been averaging 1 point per game, 1 rebound, and 0.25 assists, and 1 block. Turnovers, he's averaging 0.25. He's shooting 12.5% from the field, of 2 of 16 shooting, and 0 of 7 from 3, 0% from the three-point line, and he has not taken a free throw. Bronny James preseason game logs, minutes played on October 4th, where they lost to the Timberwolves, 16, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 blocks, 1 turnover, 1 of 6, 0 of 1. Not that good, but hey, 3 blocks, not bad. October 6th against the Suns, when they lost by 4, 13 minutes played, 0 points, 2 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 0 of 1, and 0 of 1. October 10th against the Bucks, where the Lakers won, 6 minutes played, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from the three-point line. And then just last night against the Warriors, where the Warriors won 111-97. Minutes played 9. He had 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 block, 0 turnovers, 1 of 5, 0 of 3 from 3. Their next game is October 17th, which is tomorrow. And their last game would be October 18th against the Warriors, which is Friday. So there's a lot to look at. There's really not, I should say, a lot to look at, because people are going to say, oh, well, why are we even going over this? This guy sucks. He shouldn't have never been picked. Guys, we have to understand he's the 55th overall pick. Expectations is because he's LeBron's son. But if he was any other player at the 55th pick, we wouldn't be worrying about him. It's because he's his son. And, okay, understandable. But come on, guys. We can't really, can we expect him to go out of nowhere? Dude, he had cardiac arrest just last year, man. He barely played, and he couldn't get his feet wet and couldn't get on a run. There was flashes in college, some games. There was some bad. There was some good and bad. Preseason, summer league, good and bad. Well, summer league, good and bad. Preseason, been bad the entire time. Flashes on defense have been good, but it's got to be better. And there's one thing I should say. Everybody, even LeBron, AD, has been saying JG Redick's system is awesome. They love it. They love the system. They love the movement. And just the workouts and everyone looks like they're having fun. Everyone wants to be there. It looks much better than last year. Saying Darvin Ham did a really bad job, I'm not saying that. I just don't think there's a lot more excitement. There's a lot more want to be there than it was last year. And that's really what you want. The ultimate thing about basketball, guys, you guys got to understand, is you have to have fun playing sports. You have to have fun. If you're not having fun, this is not for you. Playing a team sport, playing any sport, if you're not going to have fun while you're doing it, it's not supposed to be a job. It's supposed to be a privilege. It's supposed to be like, I'm having fun. I'm never working a day in my life because I'm doing what I want to do. Especially if you're playing sports. Dude, that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity to play sports as a living. It's awesome. And you got to understand, like, it's about having fun. If you're not having fun, then there's no reason to it. So as long as Bronny's going to have fun and want to be doing this and want to keep playing, it's all that matters. He's just got to have fun and he's got to execute. Right now, he's just missing shots, guys. The basketball gods are not on his side. Got to let it go. But in all, the Lakers are looking good. I like the Lakers. I like their roster. A Lakers roster right now is by far much better. I mean, our roster that we're probably now the starting five that I think we're going to go with. I'll share my screen right now. Yeah, we got a good roster, guys. We definitely have a good enough roster to compete. I don't want to hear all the banter. Oh, the Lakers don't have a good enough roster. We got a good enough roster. We do. We most definitely do. So this is the roster, guys. As you guys can see, we have. I'm gonna just go from the bottom. Christian Wood's an injury. Not gonna count him. Gabe Vincent. He was injured the entire year last year. He had some good flashes in the playoffs against Denver, but still needs to get going. Jared Vanderbilt injured as well yesterday. Last year. D'Angelo Russell back on a revenge tour. Cam Reddish injured a lot last year. Austin Reeves, Maxwell Lewis, Christian Colacook. We got him from, I believe, Toronto. He's a big guy, 7 foot. Dalton Connect, our guy we got. He's going to be great. Kyler Kelly, LeBron, Bronny, Jalen Hood-Scudafino, Jackson Hayes, Rhea Hachimura, Jordan Goodwin, Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and Colin Colston. So my starting five would be D'Lo, Austin Reeves, LeBron, AD, Jackson Hayes. I think that's a great starting five. If you want to switch it, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, LeBron, AD. Christian Wood gets healthy, you can plug him in there. You can also put Gabe Vincent off the bench. Jared Vanderbilt could be there. It could be D'Lo, Austin, Jared, LeBron, AD. Okay, we could do Gabe Vincent off the bench. We could bring Cam Reddish as the 2. We can bring Jared Vanderbilt as the 3. We got Rhea Hachimura. So we would put Rhea Hachimura at the 4, AD at the 5, LeBron at the 3, Austin Reeves at the 2, D'Lo at the 1. Off the bench would be Gabe Vincent at the 1, Dalton Connect at the 2, Dalton Connect at the 3, Cam Reddish at the 2, Jared Bender at the 4, Jackson Hayes at the 5. It's great right there. And then the third one could be could be Bronny and whatever. Max Christie's going to get in the starting lineup. He's going to get into the second unit. Just for that, Max Christie will be in front of Gabe Vincent or the shooting guard in front of Cam. Whatever works. But we have a good enough roster, guys. Max Christie's going to play. Anthony Davis is going to play. Rhea Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, LeBron, Dalton Connect, Kyle Kuzma, Austin Reeves, Cam Reddish, D'Lo, that's 10 right there. Jared Vanderbilt, 11. Gabe Vincent, 12. Christian Wood, 13. Bronny's going to play, 14. And then we have Maxwell Lewis. We got a lot of Colin Colston. We have a lot of guys. We'll be fine. I think this roster is good enough to compete. The West is hard. You got the Nuggets. You got San Antonio. You got Timberwolves. That's just to name a few. John Morant's back. Got a lot of guys. But I think the Lakers will be fine. This Bronny shit is getting on my nerves. Just leave the kid alone, bro. Just leave him alone. Let him do. I'll be the first one to tell you he sucks as soon as I see him. First one to tell you. But that is pretty much it, guys, for our show here today on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we got is hot. I'm your host, Zack Jackson. I'll see you guys on Friday for Season 5, Episode number 17 on the Fire Sports Pod. We are powered by StreamYard, where StreamYard makes the dream yard go. I'll catch you guys then. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day.